Hi, I'm Sam. I'm owner and founder of Aurora Star Holistic Therapies and Training. Don't know anything about reflexology. The way we work is the foot corresponds to the body. And so as reflexologists, we will work to try and bring about a state of balance. What reflexology does is puts the body into its own healing response. And so various parts of the foot correspond to the body. For example, the thumb and the big toe correspond to the head. And I'm going to teach you a couple of moves that will work on the diaphragm, on the solar plexus area here, which is where we store a lot of our fear and our fight or flight. You know, if you're anxious or afraid, you will go and you will gasp, and that will hold that in this area. And that, of course, sets up a whole chain reaction of anxiety and fear response in the body. And what we want to try and do as part of this little session is to just start to unwind some of that and start to be able to just breathe into it. You know, if you're tense in your diaphragm, you can't breathe properly. So by being able to release some of this tension, you will be able to fully breathe and fully relax. It's all about being able to give yourself a little bit of self-care as well. So it's just a nice way of doing this for yourself when you get out the bath or before you go to bed. Also, you'll be able to do it on your partner. And they're just a couple of simple little moves that don't take any time at all to do. So I'm going to start to show you that. I think in the other little video clip, I showed you how to do thumb walking. That's the technique we use when we're doing reflexology. And I'll show you again. We use our thumbs. Keep your fingernails short, because there's nothing worse than getting dug in the foot, even if you're doing the digging with your nail. And if I just show you here, it's like a caterpillar movement. And we're just walking the thumb. And other movements we do, we call it hook in, but you're just basically pushing. And it's like you're stimulating the reflex points as if you would in acupressure. Reflexology has been likened to acupuncture or acupressure because we also work on the meridians of the body. The meridians run all the way around our body, and a lot of ancient cultures work on the fact that if there are blockages within the body, if the chi or ki or prana or life force is blocked, that will create dis-ease throughout the rest of the body. And so by doing reflexology, we just start to unknot and untangle some of those areas of tension and tightness. So we're going to start with clean feet. I'm going to angle the camera down now so that you can see my feet clearly, I hope. And so if we do that, you can see we're starting with a nice clean foot. Let me just bring that in a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to use here, you want to use some kind of balm. This is a nice, you don't want it too greasy and slippery, and you don't want to use too much. This is a vanilla coconut body balm that I made, and they're really easy to make. So it's just all natural ingredients. You see, I just put a little bit on my hands here. And you're just going to start to massage the foot. And straight away, this movement, this nice massaging, sandwich the foot and slide it back. You're just starting to bring about a sense of relaxation, a sense of calm. Like I say, it's lovely to do on yourself, but equally, you know, if you have a partner, you can do it on them, they can do it on you. It's great to do on children. And so we're just massaging that balm in. Oil is not so suitable because you can create slip. And what we don't want slip, we want to actually be able to feel where we're working. So as we're looking at our foot here, the big toe is corresponding to the head. So if you suffer with headaches, really useful to spend some time massaging that big toe, and also your thumbs. You know, your thumbs can really indicate, if you really push hard on your thumbs, you might be able to feel just things loosening up in your head. You know, you might be able to feel that there's some areas of tension, and just breathe into it a little bit. So we're just going to be mindful and think, okay, we've got our head here. Now, other areas that we're focusing on when we want to relax, our lungs. As we spoke about the breath and the prana and chi and life force going through the body, these are our lungs. So we can just spend a little bit of time massaging that. And you see I'm using the heel of my hand to massage the ball of my foot. And you just start to make things, I'm supporting the foot. So you can do this sitting in a chair, you can do this on your bed. Just make sure that you're comfortable and that you're not putting your body into any uncomfortable positions or feeling any strain on it. Okay, so we've just massaged, my feet are quite dry, so I'm just going to get a little bit more oil, or balm I should say, I don't want oil. Okay, so we've just calmed our system down now with just a few rotations on the big toe, which is, as we now know, is our head. A couple of deep massage moves. This is our lung area. And in reflexology, we work that this is the spine. Going from the top of the big toe where the head is, this area on the ball of the foot where the big toe joint ends, this is the shoulders, and then running all the way down here is the spine, and this would be the bottom of the spine all around the hip area. So you can give that nice deep massage. A movement that's quite nice to do that helps release all the tension from the spine is what we call ringing. And then now we're just going to focus on releasing this area here in the solar plexus, this area of tension. So what we're working on is this is the diaphragm going along here, and that point right in the middle of the ball of the foot there is the solar plexus. So once we've done a nice massage on the foot, we've worked the head, massaged the lungs, we've wrung the spine a little bit just to wring out any areas of tension. And then we're just going to place our thumbs right in that area, in that solar plexus area. And as you breathe in, push. And as you exhale, release. Breathe in and push. Exhale, release. Breathe in and push. Exhale, release. Do that 3 times, and then a nice massage. We call this the foot sandwich. Feels really nice to rotate around that ball of the foot. Any kneading movements. Rotate through the ankle, that's really nice. A little bit of a stretch and pull. And then we're just going to work that diaphragm area. And then that little thumb walk move that I showed you earlier, the caterpillar walk. You walk one way, and you caterpillar walk the other way. And you do that 3 or 4 times. And what that's doing is just releasing any tension and working what we call the diaphragm reflex. So you have your solar plexus reflex, this is your diaphragm reflex, and here are your lungs. And so just doing those little moves there and working with the breath. So breathing in and breathing out and releasing. Thumb walk. And you're going quite firm, but you're not diggy. And you can go slow, or you can go fast. Obviously slow is more relaxing, faster is more stimulating. And back to that big toe. If you suffer with headaches, just focus on that. You can use your finger if it's awkward to get round, and use your thumb. Use your finger and just push, hook in and hold. And then you can rotate. Come to the very top, rotate around there. Take that whole big toe and give it a little rotation movement. If this is the head, this joint here corresponds to the neck. And so a lot of us, particularly if a lot of you are working at home and working in unusual positions, focus a little time on that neck area. Just give it a little bit of a massage. And you might feel some popping and crunching. And this might be just the joint and just what you've got going on in your foot. But often as reflexologists, we're looking for things that we call crystals. Or we talk about popping, or areas that might feel gappy or feel tension in them. And we're just going to work them out. If you feel any little crystals and crunching, just massage them. Rotate your fingers around them. But anything that hurts, anything that feels painful, then obviously don't focus on that area and come away from it. And then just come back down and massage that ball of the foot, which is the lung area. Come back along the diaphragm. Pushing and hold the solar plexus. And then follow the nice full foot sandwich massage. Rotate that foot again. And that's just shown you a little bit of a relaxation routine that you can do for yourself that just focuses on that diaphragm, on the lungs with the breath, the solar plexus, and the head for releasing any headaches. And if you do that on the other foot, probably spend about 5 minutes on each, but I'm also going to show you can do this on the hands. I'm going to move it up a little bit just so you can see me a little bit. So equally, if the feet correspond to the body, the hands do as well. So big toes, thumbs, ahead. If you can't get to your feet, just spend a little bit of time massaging your big toe, massaging your thumb. When you work on the feet all the time, you get confused. Thumbs are big toes, toes are thumbs. Just massage again. This is the neck area, so spend a little time massaging. Rotate that thumb. Again, if you're still working from home and you're working on keyboards, the hands and the feet, they do all of the work on our bodies. Our feet carry us everywhere and we don't show them enough love. So many times I hear people saying, you know, when you go to work their feet, oh, I've got ugly feet, I hate my feet. And that's often an indication of how we feel about ourselves. And we should all show our feet a lot more love. If we show our feet love, it brings it about to the rest of us, and we're showing ourselves some love as well. And by doing little routines like this, it's part of showing our bodies that we love it. And if we love our bodies start to relax a little bit more. And again, I'm going to show you on the hand. The solar plexus area is just there. So massage into that a little bit. Take some deep breaths. As you breathe in, push. As you breathe out, release. Breathe in, push. Breathe out, release. And do everything 3 times. Breathe in and release. So solar plexus, heads And then we've got that diaphragm across there. So you can use your thumb and thumb walk. If it's uncomfortable, use your finger. And we've got the lungs in that area. So you can massage your hands together. Use that thumb to give a really nice deep pressured massage. Relax your wrist and let it go all floppy. Rotate round through the wrists. This will be where you'll really see whether you're right or left-handed, which hand is dominant. See if you can do the same on the other hand. Again, just thumb walk across the solar plexus and the diaphragm area. Push and release and rotate solar plexus. And work those head thumbs. So if you are suffering with a headache, you tend to find if you've got a sharp headache or a pain or something that's come on, really push. Push on those thumbs, bring your attention to your head, see if you can feel it, and then just release. Push on that solar plexus and do a gentle breathe and release. And if you're doing that and you're working that solar plexus and diaphragm line, do it with the breath. And you can see by just doing those little moves, just focusing on the head, solar plexus, the diaphragm, 2 hands, 2 feet. You can do a couple of minutes on each, and you've just created a nice little 10-minute routine for yourself that will just, by now, you should feel really calm and relaxed. And if you do that before bed, you should have a really good night's sleep. And I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoy the rest of Kelly's little treats that she's got in store for you, and it will be nice to see you again. Take care. Bye.